When you plug a computer into a network, it automatically gets its IPv4 address. But where does it get that IPv4 address from? There's a service running on the network called DHCP, Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol, whose job it is to automatically assign IPv4 addresses when devices join the network. In this lab, we'll configure a DHCP server on a local network, and then we'll extend that service across multiple networks using the IP helper address command. Hi everyone, I'm Colleen with Mom Teaches Tech, and you look like you're ready to learn about DHCP today, and that makes me very happy. The first thing we're going to do is build our little network topology. We'll start with these end devices, and we're going to select a server. We also need a router. Let's just pop out a 2911 and a switch, 2960. That'll be great. And we'll just line them up like this for now. For our cables, we're going to use copper straight through. We'll go from gig 00 to any gigabit. Oh, and we also need a PC. How did I forget our PC? We need a PC as well. Let's go ahead and cable that up. Let's configure our server. Let's go ahead and give ourselves an IP address first. We need to statically configure the IP address of our server. So it's going to be 192.168.10.10. And then we'll do 192.168.10.1. We'll configure this default gateway on our router in just a little bit. No DNS server. If we go to services here, we can select DHCP. We've already got a little server pool that's created on Packet Tracer. To begin with, it's just easier to use that. The default gateway is going to be 192.168.10.1. So when we configure this here, then this is what is going to be handed out to the devices when they request IPv4 information. So we want to let our devices on the network know where the default gateway is. So we put that there. We could optionally put a DNS server location here, but we don't have one, so we don't need to do that. Let's start our address range at 192.168.10.100. Start our services there, and then let's give ourselves 50. We'll take 50 out of this IP address range. Save this information. All right, it looks correct. Now let's go to our PC and check our IP configuration. Oh, look, we've got it. And it told us where the default gateway was as well. That's fantastic. Okay, now we'll go ahead and go to our router, give ourselves a default gateway. IP address 192.168.10.1 with a 255.255.255.0 no shut. Okay, so our entire little network is set up here. We didn't have to configure the router first because on our local area network, the DHCP discover request is a broadcast. Doesn't need to use the router. So the broadcast message goes out and the server responds. We can even stick another little, let's just, for fun, let's just put another PC out here and connect it. Let's watch. Go to IP config, we'll switch it to DHCP, and there we go. We've received our IP address. We're at 101. Fantastic. Now DHCP is configured on a single network. Let's extend that concept. In most enterprise networks, the DHCP server is often located on a different network or in a data center, but that causes a problem. DHCP requests use broadcast messages as their first message, and broadcast messages don't cross router boundary. So if a PC on another network sends a DHCP discover request, the router will normally drop that request. In the next video, we'll solve that problem with the IP helper address command on the router.